Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Lucklight here, and we're continuing Dragon Warrior. And I've gained 2 more levels to level 19. I got the last spell in the game, Hurtmore. And we're ready to go pick up Erdrick's Armor, which is the maximum amount of survivability that I'm going to get with the Silver Shield and with that armor. So, obviously going to be very important that I go get that. And where it lies is that desert town we keep walking by. The desert town of Hawksness, which is destroyed, which is probably why it's a desert. I guess they just smashed the entire area. Actually, no, I think it was a desert town before it started. Maybe a little bit of a spoiler, but you actually find this area in a later game. And it's a, it's a prequel, so it, like, the town is still standing and it's fine. And it's in this game that it's destroyed. And I think it's still in a desert, so. I guess just don't build your town out in the desert, and it won't be destroyed by monsters, I think is what they're trying to get at. But anyway, in those 2 levels, by the way, I did gain a whole lot of strength, so that whole naming convention that I was talking about in the first episode, I guess it finally started to pay off right at the end here, where my strength has shot up like 15 points. I was like, oh! So now I'm ready to go. But now that we're here in this area... Oh, I'm actually killing these guys in 1 hit too. We're pretty much ready for the end of the game at this point. These guys used to be pretty scary. Now they do minimal damage and take 2 hits and die. Alright, get in there. Okay, so now we need to get over to the building that the armor is hidden in. And that means surviving through these enemies. I could just run away, but, you know, if that fails, then we're screwed. I still hate those, though. Come on, let me run. Alright, so it was told that it was in a grove behind a shop. There's a shop, you can see by the counter, and there's a grove over here. That is where the armor is. Let's heal up to max, because of course there's a fight. And it's not this guy. And it's not this guy either. It's this guy, an Axe Knight. Now what we need to do is hit him with a stop spell. Because I think he tries to heal or uses some big spell to put me to sleep or something. So let's stop that from happening. Alright, we got him. He didn't have time to do it. So let's search. Erdrick's Armor. That immediately replaces my magic armor that I was using. Which, unfortunately, I can't sell it. But, hey. Doesn't matter at this point. Alright, so we got maximum defense, and I can walk through swamps without taking damage. I can also walk through barriers without taking damage. That's going to be really crucial in the last place, because it's just non-stop barriers. Pretty much telling you, hey, if you come in here without this armor, enjoy your stay. Alright, so there's nothing left to do except assault the final castle. But first we need to get there, and we need to get a means of making a bridge to get to the castle. full power. So I'm gonna save. This is gonna be our last hurrah here. Might as well save. Forgot to use the stairs command. Sure. Because I'm also... What I'm gonna do is, if I can manage the time wisely here, I'm going to open up the path to Charlotte Castle and maybe show you around the first few floors. Then I'm gonna back out and level up to level 21, and I think that'll be more than enough to get to the end. And maybe this next episode will be the last one where we find the Sword of Erdrick, which the Dragon Lord has hid in his own castle, knowing full well that's the only thing that could probably kill him. So, smart move, just didn't help him. And then after I pick that up, it's just straight run to the boss, swing my sword at his face until he dies, and beat the game. But I will say that this game has given me that old childhood nostalgia of, like, feeling like you're getting stronger. Like, RPGs tend to do that not as well lately. And I'll explain why. A lot of games will start off with, I'm thinking of Final Fantasy at this point. A lot of games start off like, you feel like a badass right away, like right in the beginning, so that the levels don't really add to that badassness. They don't take away from the badassness, but they don't really make you feel any more badass than when you were, you know, just first started. So, you know, you don't feel that sense of growth that you may feel like in this one, where you start off with like nothing on, you having trouble killing slimes, and now, you know, as you progress and get stronger and you level up, you can now just, you know, walk through a cave and enemies just bounce off you like nothing. And they run away from you, and it just feels like, yes, I am now a badass because I put the work in. I'm a badass now because I was the one to do it, not the game dictated to me that I am a badass. I don't know, you may disagree. You know, you may disagree wholeheartedly on that. Like, I mean, there is a sense in modern games now that you are getting stronger, because, I mean, you're getting levels. But the feeling that it gives you, I would argue that that feeling has kind of died down or is all but lost nowadays. But hey, I mean, you know, if you feel like you get more badass as you level up in modern games, you know, I'd like to know about it. You know, let me know. You know, obviously there's going to be exceptions to the rule. You know, which games do you play that really give you that sense of accomplishment when you level up? And which ones, you know, give you that, like, you know, every game's going to make you feel accomplished by leveling up, but, like, what game you finally, you know, hit that top level or a level close to the top and you're like, yes, now I am the Grandmaster, you know? I'd just like to know what you think. But this one's kind of rekindling that feeling for me, like starting in humble beginnings and growing to max. Feels good. Alright, so what are we doing here? As I've been rambling. We're actually heading to the shrine here, where we're going to build a bridge. A rainbow bridge. Using the Stone of Sunlight and the Staff of Rain that we collected earlier. Now, if we came here without the token, he would just be like, "You're nobody, get out of here." Now the sun and rain shall meet, and the rainbow drop passes to thy keeping. Boop. That's it. Got me a rainbow drop. And he's still a jerk when you are done. Alright, so I think what we're going to do is I'm going to head right to the castle. I mean, I haven't really taken so much damage that I need to worry at this point. Maybe we'll hit a few floors. Because in between episodes I'm going to step out anyway and level up probably just in the first floor. Hit level 21 and be done with it. That's if I ever get there. If I don't get there in time because of these random fights, then I will start at the beginning of the castle on the next episode at level 21. We'll see what happens. The reason I'm picking level 21 is because I know it's doable at 20. 21 is just pretty much just victory. As long as I'm, you know, keep awake. $22 would be overdoing it. And you can go all the way up to 30 too. That's the fun part. If you're at level 30, then I think you just breathe on the Dragon Lord and he falls over. Which I will not be doing. And I think I'm gonna do a bonus episode on this game, because I'm actually going to try and find that ROM hack that I was talking about earlier, maybe on like episode 2, called like Dragoon X-Zero or whatever, and just show you it. 15 minutes of that, and that way, the start of next month we'll start a new game. We'll be fresh and clear. All right, here's that rainbow drop. Yay, colors! Boop! Now we got a bridge. And we enter the final island. And the fun part is you can come back to this place in a later game. It's not as dangerous, because it's not a final area. But you come back and things are where you left it. Sorta. So good. So glad that doesn't hurt anymore. Alright. And here we are. And here's what I was talking about in an earlier episode, too. You started right there. Right at that castle. And now you're over here. And it gives you that sense of accomplishment, like, you finally got here. Excuse me, I really need to cough. It feels like I got a frog in my throat. Alright, so here we are in Charlock Castle. And it's full of the enemies we're used to. Starting off strong there with that dodging. And I'm being sarcastic. At least the time that I'm leveling in between episodes will give me time to fix my throat. Oh man. But I'm gonna progress a little bit here, and then on the next episode we will just finish it off. There's a whole lot of enemies here. Now, these doors lead to the basement floors, but they lead to just nowhere, which sucks. I think I have to fight this guy. smack him in the face and he died. So here is the throne, and behind the throne is the secret passage, and that leads further in to where I'm supposed to be. So there you go. On the next episode, we will head down that secret passage. I'll be level 21, and we'll finish this sucker. And I hope you join me for it. My name is Lucklight, thank you for watching, and have a good one.